the live lounge here at Open Banking Expo UK and Europe. I'm delighted to be joined now by Ameer Hassan, who is the co-founder of APIMatic. Welcome to the live lounge, Ameer. Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Likewise. Excited to be here.
Excellent. Well, let's start by finding out a little bit more about APIMatic. What do you do? Where do you sit in the ecosystem?
Amazing. So we're a developer experience platform. So we come in when your APIs are being exposed to external third parties like developers or B2B enterprises or other banks. Yeah. And we're here to make that developer onboarding time or integration time come down from months to days.
Okay. A nice speedy process. Excellent. Well, great to hear more about APIMatic. And so you're here at the Expo. What are some of the conversations that either you've already had or you're hoping to have here?
Well, it's always great to be here. Always those familiar faces gather in one space. So one thing that I can refer to that's come up in a lot of conversations is something that was mentioned in a Gartner report recently as well, that banks who focus on APIs and open banking from a compliance perspective will not be able to get the ROI out of their investments unless they see it as an investment play. Which means that you have to focus on developer experience, more on community side, so that onboarding and integration with those APIs is much easier and faster. And yeah,
so we're seeing it, looking beyond it as being a sort of compliance tick box exercise then.
Exactly. So more of a commercial play. Think of them as a product. Yeah. And you can actually take a page off the book of how payments did it. For example, Stripe and PayPal, with billions of API calls every day, millions of merchants using them, is that they focused on developer onboarding and developer experience. So PayPal, being our customer as well, kind of did it via automation. So we have built a platform over a decade that can offer that out of the box. So your APIs are ready for developers from day one. Mm-hmm. And now it's even more important because with the advent of Agentic AI coming in, now you have a new consumer of your APIs. Right? And how these fintechs are tackling that is leveraging the same investments in their API program can now be positioned to onboard Agentic AI and consume those APIs as well.
Let's talk a bit about Agentic AI then. Is this a threat or an opportunity then, do you think?
Oh, that's a great question. So, in the last few months, this industry has exploded on that side, right? Yeah. So we know that it will consolidate in a few months, but it's definitely an opportunity if done right. So, of course, you have to look out for the risks. You cannot just hop into anything that's labeled AI. So you have to look into productive use cases. For example, for e-commerce, PayPal or Stripe have those use cases where agents can make payments for you, book a flight for you. And that's all done via APIs. And if done right, it is a big opportunity that for payments and banking industry.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of those buzzwords at the moment, that's for sure.
Exactly. But there is a lot of value to it. Yeah. For example, if you're around today, we have on APIMatic booths today something called Talk to Your Bank Account. So, somebody who's non-technical, like maybe my mother, my grandma, can come and talk, hey, how much am I spending on my groceries? Mm-hmm. Or can I afford a car finance? And just by talking to those APIs, you can provide those analysis now for which you needed an app in the past.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, and that's a really interesting point, right? Because I guess when it boils down to it, that's what open banking is all about, like how it improves consumers' lives, everyday lives, right?
Exactly. That's what we're all here for, right? To make banking accessible to the consumer. Remove those barriers and make this data accessible and, provide innovative products on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you say, you're here at the Expo, you've got a stand. How would you say the conversations have moved on since last year?
Yeah, so last year, like you mentioned, AI was a buzzword. Everybody was talking about that. Now it's more about the usefulness. Where does it actually add value? So that's of course there. And the other bit is, of course, moving from compliance to the investment angle.
Yeah. Yeah, those are really important conversations to be having. Well, Ameer, thank you so much for joining me in the live lounge. And something that we're presenting to many of our live lounge interviewees is this terrarium, which sort of represents the open banking ecosystem, if you like, and how it all works together. So I'm happy to say you can walk away with one of those today. But actually, just to get your final words then, how do you see all these players in the ecosystem kind of working together and collaborating in the future?
Also, first of all, thank you for that. That's very thoughtful. And when it comes to this ecosystem, I think, the good thing about it is all the players are trying to work together. They're kind of building partnerships. Kind of the whole goal is to assist the end consumer in the end. But we do believe that all of it relies on APIs and streamline the accessibility of those APIs to the consumer. I think that's the one-line takeaway I would say.
Yeah, that's a great note to end on. Thank you, Ameer.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.